Hello students, today I'll ask you one question to which I think all of you have a common answer, and that is yes. Do you like to wear new and beautiful dresses? Isn't your answer yes? Yes, we all like to wear new and beautiful dresses, right? Today we'll be taking up the next chapter, the 100 dresses. This is a story about a Polish girl. Polish is one who lives in Poland. She had migrated to America with her family and she had been admitted to a school. She was very poor. Right? Her name was Wanda Petronsky. Now this story revolves around three main girls in the school: Wanda, Peggy, and Maddie. Peggy and Maddie are friends, and Wanda is a poor girl. Peggy is a rich girl. Peggy and Maddie are good in studies. Now Maddie, who lives in Boggins Heights, right? Boggins Heights is a place where the poor people live. There is no good road there. So whenever she comes to school, her shoes are caked with dry mud. The room number 13, the class in which these three girls study, is where the story usually revolves around. Wanda used to sit on the last benches, right, in a corner. Usually in the last benches you would see here also the boys who were very naughty or who did not perform well, who used to make a lot of noise with their shoes, right? The scuffling of the shoes, the noise, the laughter on each and every joke. All that was the characteristics of the children who sat on the last benches. But Wanda was not like that. She was not noisy at all. She was not talkative at all. She barely talked to anyone. And she did not laugh a lot. She only had a small smile on her face. Right? Now, Peggy and Maddie, both very good friends, they used to sit on the first benches, right, on the front benches, where the students who used to perform very well used to sit. Now, the story starts when on Monday, Wanda is absent, but she is not noticed by anyone. No one was bothered about her absence. On Tuesday also she was absent. She was unnoticed by anyone. But on Wednesday, she was noticed that she is absent by Peggy and Maddie, because both of them waited for her on the road, on the corner where they would meet Wanda, and they would make fun of her. And just when they were waiting, they were late for the school because Wanda did not come. So they noticed that Wanda was absent. Now, as Wanda was a student, everyone felt that her name was very funny. Wanda Petronsky, right? Her name was funny. Usually the children had the usual American names and they were easy to call out. But her name was very difficult to call out. So they thought that it is very funny. Here we must notice that these children who were very small, they did not understand the diversity of culture, diversity of religion, diversity of nationality, right? They just thought about the American names or the American friends that they had. But here Wanda, who was a Polish, she had a different name, and whatever these children did, whatever they made fun of Wanda, they did was out of thoughtlessness. It was not intentional, or it was not a very thoughtful act, right? They just laughed at it. They just thought that this name was very funny. Now, Peggy was rich. She used to make fun of Vanda. Now, how did she make fun of Vanda? Usually, she made fun while going to school or coming back from the school. But she also made fun while in the time when Vanda was watching other girls play hopscotch. Right? You know what is a hopscotch? The game that you play by placing your feet on the squares that is drawn on the ground, right? That is hopscotch. So Vanda used to see those girls. She didn't used to talk to everyone, but many girls used to talk to her. She was liked by most of them, but Peggy did not like her. She used to ask the question, Vanda, how many dresses you have? And Vanda used to reply that she had 100 dresses, and all lined up in her closet. Right? Closet means wardrobe or almirah. So she said, all lined up in my closet. Now Peggy used to talk to her in a very respectful manner. It was not as if she was teasing her or making fun of her or hurting her. She used to talk in a very respectful manner. Oh Vanda, so how many dresses you said you have? So she said that I have 100 dresses. So Peggy used to say, are they all silk or velvet? Vanda said, yes, they are made up of silk and the velvet, and they are all very beautiful. Then Peggy used to ask, how many shoes you have? She says, 60 pairs of shoes, all different shoes, all of different color, of different designs. So Peggy used to ask her of different dresses, of different shoes, of different hats, and all those things. And Vanda used to reply it very calmly, very uh, peacefully. She was not irritated at all, right? It is called stolidly. She used to answer it stolidly, right? And then she used to give description of her dresses also. She told about 2 dresses, right? One dress, she said, it was a pale blue with colorful trimming, right? Pale blue with colored trimmings. And the another one was a jungle green with a red sash. These 2 dresses she had described to Peggy and Maddie. Okay, but Vanda used to wear only one dress to the school, and that was faded blue dress. Right? It also did not hang right. It did not fit her properly. It was a clean dress. It was washed. It was clean, but it was never ironed. Right? So it was the only dress that she used to wear. Whereas she used to boast about the 100 dresses that she had. Now, when we say that I have so many dresses and if I don't wear it, people would not believe me, right? They would make fun of me. So, Maddie used to think, why she says like this. Peggy and Maddie were very good friends, right? Maddie did not want to lose the friendship of Peggy, although she disliked Peggy making fun of Vanda. But Vanda did not mind it. She was very cool, very calm. Now, Peggy, you can say Peggy was not cruel, right? She was not the one who would hurt anyone. She was the one who used to save the small children from being bullied. Right? The older children used to bully the younger ones. But Peggy was the one who used to save these younger children. She was also very sympathetic towards the animals. If she saw any animal mistreated, she would go on crying for us. Right? So at heart, Peggy was also not cruel. But she had invented this game to play with Vanda, of asking the dresses or the hats or this or that, everything. right? And Vanda used to reply it in a very good, calm, peaceful manner, right? Maddie was bothered, right? Because Maddie herself was not a rich girl. She also belonged to a poor family, but she was not as poor as Vanda. She did not live in Boggins Heights. She was poor and she used to wear the hand me down dresses. Hand me down dresses means, suppose there is a rich girl and she has worn that dress for a few days, and then she thinks, no, I don't want to wear this one. I have so many dresses, I will give this dress to someone. So hand me down, the dresses which were handed down to Maddie. So she used to wear Peggy's old dresses, right? Peggy's mother used to give it to Maddie. Now Maddie's mother used to change the look of the dresses, right? She used to disguise the dresses by using the different trimmings or the buttons, or changing the look of the dress so that it doesn't look like they were the dresses of Peggy. She did it because both the girls studied in the same school, same class. So the children of room number 13 would not recognize those dresses as being of Peggy. So Maddie's mother disguised those dresses. So she was bothered. She was a bit afraid that what would happen if the same questions would be asked to her. Now Peggy thought that she had not been cruel to Vanda, because she thought that if I asked the question, how many dresses you have, why would she reply 100 dresses all lined up in the closet if she doesn't have a single dress to wear? She used to wear only one faded blue dress. So she thought that it was not cruel at all. On Wednesday, when Vanda did not come to school, Maddie thought that she would ask Peggy to stop harassing Vanda, stop making fun of Vanda. So she thought that she would write a note to Peggy. She started to write the note, but then she thought, what would happen? She just visualized herself in the yard and Peggy making fun of her. She thought Peggy is the most liked girl in the school. All the children like her, all the teachers like her. And when she thought of herself in the place of Vanda, she shuddered, she trembled, right? And then she just threw away the idea, right, of writing the note to Peggy, and she just threw away the paper also. They were going to the school, and on that particular day the result of the painting competition was to be declared. The painting competition for boys was making a motorboat, and for girls it was making the painting of dresses, right? Everyone had thought that Peggy was going to win because she was the best artist. She could draw the dresses, and she could draw the pictures given in the magazine. She could draw the bust of any person, the picture of anyone. And when she draw the photograph of any person in the magazine, everyone would recognize her. That means she was a good artist, right? And then Maddie starts thinking that Peggy was going to win the competition. Everyone was discussing Peggy and Maddie and other girls, and all of them were of the view that Peggy was going to win the competition. They were waiting for the result to be announced. So on Thursday they reached the school. It was drizzling, it was raining, and they reached the school without even waiting for Vanda, because they could not wait. The results were being announced, and Mrs. Mashan was there to announce the results. Maddie said to Peggy, Peggy, you are going to win. Peggy said, hope so. When Mrs. Mashon came and for the announcement of the result, they entered their room number 13, right? And what they could see was that on every shelf, every windowsill, there was a painting of a beautiful dress, right? All dazzling colors and brilliant and lavish designs. All they were drawn on great sheets of wrapping paper. You know, wrapping paper, gift wrap, that wrapping paper, it was drawn on great sheets of those wrapping papers. There must have been hundreds of them, and they were all lined up, decorated in the class. Now everyone stopped and whistled and murmured. They all admired the beautiful painting of these dresses, right? Now Mrs. Mashon was there, all uh, ready to announce the result, and then she says that amongst the boys group, Jack Biggles has won. He had drawn an outboard motor, and it was displayed in the other room number 12, where the paintings of other students have also been displayed. And as for girls, she said that very few sketches were submitted by most of the girls. They submitted only one, but there was uh, one girl who had submitted 100 designs, and room number 13 students should be proud of her, because all of them were submitted by the only girl of the school. They should be proud of this class, because it was the girl from room number 13, right? And each dress that she had made, each one of the painting was worthy of the first prize. That means each painting was as beautiful as the other one. So when the name was announced, Mrs. Mashon said that it was Wanda Petronsky who had drawn 100 dresses, and as she was absent today, she was not there to get all the applause. She may come tomorrow and she may receive the prize. Then she told the children to have a look at the painting. They could move around the class to look at each and every painting that Wanda had made, which were displayed on the ledge, that is the shelf, or on the windowsills. The whole class was covered with the beautiful paintings of Wanda. So all the boys and girls, although the boys were not at all interested in having a look at the paintings of the dresses, but they had got a chance to make some noise. So they were happy to move around. The girls had a look at the paintings of the beautiful dresses which were on display. Peggy and Maddie, both of them went around to have a look, and they were so engrossed. They were so surprised to see the beautiful paintings. And suddenly Maddie points out to one of the dresses and says, see, this is the pale blue dress that she had told about, the trimmings, you see. And see this jungle green color dress with a sash, a red sash. This is the painting that she had told about. This is the dresses that she had told about. This is beautiful painting. And then Peggy said, and I thought that I could paint. That means she was surprised. She was so happy to see the beautiful paintings, and she thought that she was not at all at par with the paintings drawn by Wanda Petronsky. All the whole class was surprised. They were admiring the beauty of Wanda's painting. Right? The first part ends here. Okay, so this is about Peggy and Maddie teasing Wanda, especially Peggy. Maddie was not involved in it, but it was a game which was created by Peggy. She used to tease Wanda about the 100 dresses, about the shoes, about the hats and all those. and the paintings which were displayed, they were 100 in number. They were made by Vanda, right? Now this left Peggy to think in great admiration that she thought that she couldn't draw, right? Because they were the most beautiful of dresses that she had drawn, the most astounding, the most uh, beautiful, gorgeous dresses that she had drawn. Now let us look at the word meaning, right? You can pause and you can note it down, right? These are the word meanings. Scuffling of feet, that means the dragging of the feet which makes a lot of noise. Nudge is a gentle push, right? A gentle push, usually you can see this in the story where Peggy gives a nudge to Maddie when she asks Vanda, how many dresses do you have, like this, a nudge, right? Incredulously, that showing unwillingness to believe. When Vanda told that she had 100 dresses, others would not believe it. Courteous is polite. Stolidly, I said calm, showing a little emotion, with which Vanda used to give reply to Peggy. Shriek is scream. When Vanda used to move out, right, when she used to go away from the place where the students used to play hopscotch, Peggy, Maddie, and all the other students used to give a big shriek of laughter. Shuddered is tremble. Disguise is to give a different appearance, to conceal or hide its identity. The dresses of Peggy were disguised so that when Maddie would wear it, others would not recognize it, right? Scarcely is hardly. Trimmings is decoration. Drizzling, light rain. Ledge is shelf. Dazzling is extremely beautiful. The dresses, the lavish dresses, gorgeous. And murmur is say something in low voice. Everyone started murmuring about the beautiful dresses, right? So do this in your copy and also complete the question answers. Okay, now the important point in this lesson is the name and the seat of Vanda, why she was teased, the reason why Peggy made fun of her, right? And you can say what is the difference between Vanda and other children. She was very shy, right? She had no friends, although other girls used to talk to her, but in particular she did not have any friend, right? She was having a different name because she came from a different place. She was very quiet. She did not show any emotions, right? And the other questions that you have in the text, answer it. If you have any problem, you can ask. Okay.